I think waking up at 5 a.m. helped me make just over £100,000 this year. So I'm going to be breaking down the daily work routine that helped me hit six figures in 2025 and what I'm looking to do differently next year to make more money. Also, I recently dropped a detailed article on the lessons I've learned as a full-time founder for the last 3 years on my Substack. There's a link in my bio, so check that out if you care. Anyways, I usually start the day by waking up at 5 a.m. And then between 5 a.m. and 6 a.m., I'm usually doing like prayer, time of God, and like journaling. And then from 6 a.m. to 10 a.m. is when like the first block of work starts. So this is like my first deep work session. Usually for like an hour, I'm kind of like going through emails, like admin, checking in with the team and stuff like that. And then the next 3 hours is usually focused on like some sort of like client work that I need to do, or like just like operational stuff to just like make sure that the business is like running a bit more efficiently. Once I do that, then from 10 to 12, I usually go to the gym. And that just includes like travel time and stuff like that. But I do spend quite a long time in the gym, to be honest. I know it doesn't look like it, but if I back off this top. Anyways, yeah, so cool. 10 to 12, I usually do gym. And then between 12 to 2, I'm usually having lunch, shower, break, just chilling, going on a walk, doing whatever. And then from 2 to 6 is like my next deep work session. So usually this consists of like 2 to 3 sales calls. And then usually some form of like outreach or like following up with people and stuff like that. Also, when I'm in the gym, I do a lot of outreach when I'm in the gym, replying to DMs, like just messaging like leads and stuff like that. I do a lot of that in the gym. But yeah, 2 to 6 is usually where I'll get on calls to like pitch my business to like potential clients, and yeah, just like send up like follow-up proposals and stuff like that. And then 6 to 6:30, I usually have like a break just to eat some food. And then from 6:30 to 8 is like usually my next deep work session, just for like an hour and 30 minutes. And then that's usually just like clean up like any admin-y stuff, like email, stuff like that. And if I have a bit of capacity, yeah, do some more client related work and stuff like that. Sometimes I jump on live as well. And then between 8 to 10 is usually just like my downtime. So this is like me just like chilling, travel back home from the office kind of thing, chilling, like watching Netflix, and yeah, call it a day. I tried a lot of routines this year, and upon reflection, this seems to be the most optimal for me. So I'm running it back in 2026 with a focus on making sure that my deep work sessions only consist of high leverage activity. So my time should really be only spent on stuff directly contributing to bringing the money in, whilst I delegate everything else to my capable associate Demi and the team of freelancers that I work with, which I've been trying to do a lot more of this year, but it's a work in progress. But I'm curious to see how this change will affect my revenue next year. And yeah, feel free to try out this routine if you want. And good luck to everyone trying to make this money, man.